There's nothing quite like two great rugby nations, two passionate rugby nations, and that is what we are about to see in the Vancouver Sevens final here. Fiji against Argentina. Two teams with very different records when it comes to cup titles and cup finals and winning ability, but Argentina, this is a team that has grown and grown in the last few years. Carlton Anna alongside me, have they got enough firepower to take it to Fiji?
Oh, no doubt they do, and what gives me confidence in terms of this Argentinian team is the physicality that they bring. They showed it in the quarterfinal and semi-final. Herman, Shellstel, Mestre, Bazan Val is absolutely outstanding. We know about the young star Moneta, but this Fijian team, well, they have been the gold standard so far in the last couple of weekends, and they have not slipped. They have grown through this tournament this weekend.
They are very fit as well, have built as they have gone along. Gaston Revol, the captain, starts on the bench for Argentina. Interesting to see for Fiji, no Wasi and Lufungu out of action for the final. But they have got plenty of other options, plenty of firepower throughout that Fiji lineup. The coaches, two greats of the game as well. Santiago Gomez, quarter for Argentina, and then Gollings for Fiji. There's nothing quite like the slow walk out of the tunnel for a final. Usually these sides come charging out. Not for the decider though. It is a short stroll through the flames, side by side, almost eye to eye, face to face, as they line up alongside their national flags.
Now, fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able, remove your hats, and join us for the national anthems of Fiji and Argentina.
Merci de vous lever si vous le pouvez pour les hymnes nationaux des Fidji et de l'Argentine.
It doesn't matter if you stood there once or you stood there 50 times, whether you sing the words or you absorb the music, the emotion palpable among these two most passionate of nations. And in a sport full of wonderful traditions, this perhaps might be the most special. These giant men with the softest of touch. And now they reset and regather, Carlton Unna, as we are set for the Cup final here in Vancouver.
Yeah, I like the way too they just reset their mindset after that, all the emotion, and two very emotional anthems, as you spoke about, from these two very staunch countries. But man, Fiji, I think it's time they are going to level up. This is going to be a cracker, Rick.
Just wait, just give me a countdown. Can't hear you, Patrick. Just test me. There we go, thank you. Just on my list, okay. Thank you. Come on.
The HSBC World 7 Series Canada final in Vancouver. It is Argentina against Fiji to decide the title. Argentina through Lautaro Bazan-Velez to get us underway, and it'll be an error from them from the kickoff. It won't go 10. Fiji attacking the ball though, so a little bit lucky for Argentina as Fiji chose to play it but couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Fiji, they've been dominant in the first 7 minutes of this whole tournament, averaging 21 points in that first half. This is a good omen for Argentina. Are they good enough?
Knocked away and into Fiji hands it is, so Argentina will have to defend first. And Fiji get a chance to spread and get their flyers into it. And this man's been good for them. Rasaku down that right edge. And they'll swing it back to the big men in the middle, and the offloading game is working early, but so is Argentina's defence. Good hit coming off from Ithgro. And here's Tuai in broken field territory, broken running. But he's caught down again by Rodrigo Ithgro. A couple of good tackles from him. Fiji just looking to press and probe. Creating opportunities for themselves with a good wide ball early to get the speedsters into their work. The tackle was just tipped up though. Needed to be made on Tanakovati. The offload there, Tuai, and then knocked away by Argentina. Still there for Argentina. If they can tidy up on their own goal line, they'll give away a penalty. Not necessarily the worst scenario for them. But danger signs here as Fiji will look to build straight up through the middle. Shot down. And another good tackle. Ithgro can't roll away. Ball there though for Fiji. Tuai again. Numbers wide for Fiji as they look to get on the board, and they will do so early. Coming in early. Rasaku has been a bit of an unsung hero for them this weekend, and he scores first in the final.
And there's that fast start from Fiji. Keeping their composure. Here's the initial break. That was a good one from Tanaka Ibata. Jerry Tuai always present. Good scramble by Argentina, but in the end, Fiji just able to manipulate the Argentinian defence and ease usually pleased they get the first score.
Conversion from out wide is away and short, so Fiji go 5 points to 0 up over Argentina. Two coaches, two absolute greats as players. Some of the best the game has ever seen now on the coaching bench. Ben Gollings and Santiago Gomez Corres. Fiji drive this restart down long. Oh, it's an ugly bounce for Argentina, and they didn't handle it at all well. Vakarinabili just gets it back in field, and Argentina will get away with one here as they look to run it out of their own in-goal area. Del Mestre with the offload. Referees called advantage over, so they need to be good on the clean, and they did. Argentina cleaned out really well. Here's the skillful feet and footwork of Bazan-Velez. Del Mestre. You just reset, take a breath. Argentina, as it's working out from inside their own 22, and it's Fiji's turn to just put a little defence in, and they've been very good in that area this weekend. And now they get the fly, and Moneta, the right foot step, and he's just going to accelerate away, swerving around. You cannot beat the pace of Marcos Moneta. There's no accounting for speed and time, and again he gets his team into it. He's done it again.
Oh, and he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Marcos Moneta. There was nothing on when he received the ball. Here's the good work on the inside by Bazan Velez. They get the ball and he just flicks it out the back in the end. Does the number 7. What that does is just give an opportunity to the fly, right foot step, and from there he just swerves and absolutely boosts it.
Ninth try of the tournament for Marcos Moneta. How important he is to this side. Yes, the conversion is over as well, and Argentina lead the final 7-5. See how the execution is this time from Argentina on the restart. It's very good, and they get the loose ball too. Quickest to it, good hustle from Los Pumas on the ground. Here's Bazan Velez trying to create something off for Herman Schultz. Just had a little look up at the oncoming Fiji in defence and drops it cold.
Yeah, it's a couple of handling errors now from this Argentinian team. They had snatched back the momentum, and he knows Herman Schultz. What that means, especially against Fiji, when you got them on their heels, you have to take advantage of it. And right there, not even contact around him. He knows that might be a big moment in this first half.
Crouch!
14 years ago, coming up 14 years.
Set!
Since the last final, last title for Argentina. Santiago Gomez Corda was
Keep going.
to the fore in that. Tuai pushes away Bazan Velez as they get the free kick and they run and go quickly again. And this is where Fiji so often catch teams on the hop when they decide to play freewheeling rugby. Back in field though, and thrown straight into the arms of Tobias Wade, and that'll allow Argentina to spread, and they've got a little bit of an overlap wide if they've got it there quickly, and they have. Coming back in field again, footwork just tipped up. Santiago Vera felt it was. Here's Moneta, spins out of one, and the offload is good too. Bazan Velez straight up through the middle. He links up with Schultz, who does hang on just this time. Argentina pressing, there's lining up out here. Santiago Verafeld will score. Oh no, he won't.
It's gone backwards.
It's been given. He's dropped it, but it's been given.
Well, my head was on the forehead.
Sorry? Yeah, all good.
He goes to put this down. Bobble, hits his knee.
It has gone backwards. It's gone towards his own try line. That's why. That's play on. Man, they get away with it. Holy smokes.
The 21-year-old looked up to the referee, Ruben Keane, and thought, oh, what have I done? But he's got away with one. Hard in the mouth.
Oh, off the knee. Oh my goodness, he wouldn't want to look at his coach, I can tell you that.
Well, it's put Argentina ahead. I think everyone will need a drink after that one, Santi. 12-5. Argentina lead the final. Restart is shallow and good. Oh, that's wonderful work in the air from Ethgro. Here come Argentina again. Moneta, you're not going to stop him there. He's got 2 in the first half. And Argentina have torn away in the opening 7 minutes of the Cup final.
Oh yeah, the Puma is roaring, that's for sure. Look at that athleticism at kickoff time. Absolutely committed himself. And from there, they give it to their young star, Moneta. No one in front of him. Easy as you please. He is causing chaos at the moment, the number 13.
So on the stroke of half-time, the conversion is going to hang in the air and just shave in front of the posts as the Argentine coaches march to the huddle to their team leading 17-5 over Fiji at the halftime break. It's been almost 14 years since Argentina won a title on the HSBC World 7 Series, and they have a 17-5 lead over the champion Fiji side at halftime here in Vancouver. Fiji scored early, they looked ominous, Carltinana, but as they've done all tournament, Argentina grow into their work, and it's a handy lead.
Yeah, I'm sure Santiago Gomez-Coro, the Puma coach, would have told them, keep the foot on the throat, don't let up. But for Fiji, like what Ben Golding said, don't panic. It's all about this first score after the half. Fiji going to come back for sure. Can the Pumas withstand them?
Ioane Raturatiri gets us back underway. 7 minutes to play, or Heathrow can't bring that one in. He's been good in the air for them. Not this time. And here come Fiji. Tuai. Couple of big wide passes. And then their big man, Vaturangabili, on the outside. Is going to be, knocked down. Fiji say it was deliberate. Argentina want to have a look, no chance.
Oh, they know. He knows this is a yellow card. There's Vaturangabili. Yeah, there's no chance he's going to regather that. That's the right call. The moment for Fiji's right now.
So Tobias Wade goes to the Sinbin for 2 minutes now. It's hard enough playing Fiji with 7, let alone when you're down to 6.
Because of that, that's why Fiji have called the scrum. They'll have to power up here for Argentina.
It's too late.
Lost their halfback, so they'll put 3 in the back line, have Argentina.
Crouch! We need a 9.
You've got to have a 9, yeah. 9's got to come up in the scrum,
start,
so
you
that's got to
must
leave
have
some
one here.
space somewhere free in the back line. You can't do that, so what do Argentina do? Stack the
Crouch.
long side. Someone's got to cover the blind. It's free at the moment for Fiji.
Bind! Set!
Tuai, the architect of so much. He got him the toolkit this time. He goes himself, Jerry Tuai, from the base of the scrum, and then he gets the return ball back to manipulating space wide as Fiji, flying towards the corner, just losing a feet. The offload is good though. 3 passes in the movement, and Jerry Tuai finishes it off. They capitalise on Argentina's discipline. And Fiji score first in the second half.
Well, this is great awareness by Jerry Tuai from scrum time. See, Argentina actually drop their halfback and try and aim up on the far side, and what that does, it leaves space on the open. Jerry Tuai sees that, he gives that last pass. He's still trailing in behind. This is good work to keep their feet, and he wraps around. He gets so many scores, this Jerry Tuai, just with his supreme support. He is top shelf.
Kick no good for Fiji, so it's still a 7-point buffer for Argentina. Number of cup finals, 29 for Jerry Tuai. Extraordinary.
Absolute legend on that list.
Argentina pull this in. Gaston Revol onto the field, the captain for Argentina. Didn't see him in the semi-final. And out there now, though, has had a little bit of a cool head to this Argentine side. A little bit loose in the carry-on. Look loose, it's hit the ref, though. Argentina are going to get lucky here, are they?
I can't hit that. Was that lost forward?
No, that was lost forward first, I think, Ricky. So this is Fijian ball. This is outstanding from the Naki
so it's going to be unintentional.
Oh,
no, it was not lost. Yes, he kicked it into me.
Oh, the Fijians kicked it into the referee. That's what he's saying, is it?
Okay.
Ruben King, so it's Argentinian ball.
Crouch.
That's a big call, that one.
Bind.
so Felipe Domestre did look loose in the hands,
Set.
didn't it, as he carried forward, but they get away with it, Argentina, much to Fiji's despair, and Gaston Revol tries to shoot down
Scrum advantage.
the short side and playing under advantage as well, so they're going to go and get the
Pushing
penalty,
up.
and this is a good reliever for Argentina to slow it down while they've got their man
Yellow
in the
card
bin,
coming back.
who is now going to be back out there.
Yeah,
Time on.
League One try, didn't they? 5 points.
Okay.
Argentina,
Pushing
so
up.
they'll take that rather than 2. I'd say, so they're just going to go to the
Time
line
back
now,
on.
are they? Or because they got their full complement,
Time is
so they're going
on.
to set up a plate.
Set play it is for Argentina. One way and then the other. Hazan Velez Del Mestre, and again too loose.
Play on.
Tried to manhandle his way through. Play on is the call, and once again, the bounce of the ball goes Argentina's way. Big collision in midfield. Ethro under attention. Now Argentina, this is the man whose hands they want the ball in. Moneta this time gives, and then supports as well as Schultz clears away. Up to halfway come Los Pumas. Sethgro, one-on-one with a big fend on Rasaku. Tries to get over the top. They'll be under advantage once more. Penalty coming Argentina's way for the high shot. Schultz has made the run. Instead they stabbed the little kick through. His body's flying all over the place in back plate. They'll go back and play the original penalty though, which is for the high tackle.
Yeah, I think Del Mestre knew that he had the penalty advantage. Innocuous there, just trying to go the ball, and he dips just right at the last. This is Escro. Now the skipper, what does he do? Gaston Revolt.
Ball, please. Scrum, that's all we need, a ball. Thank you. Senna, time's off. Scrum option.
Argentinians really have slowed the pace of this game down.
Send him on. Time's off.
And you spoke about this guy, Gaston Revolt. I think Santiago Gomez Cora has used him sparingly on purpose to get to these situations. When they do need to play slow, he's the man to do that and game manage, be the closer for them. Still a long way to go though.
You don't want to try and shut up shop too early against Fiji.
Crouch.
Only one converted try in it.
Bind.
It's been a final just as we would expect it. As Revolt gets it in and out. Who are his options? Who is he looking for? Clattering forward, here's Luciano Gonzalez onto the field. And here's Moneta again. Is he going to try and get around the outside? Yes, he is. Almost gets away. Oh, he has got away. And the fin. The offload is good. There's support there. The step from Del Mestre. He crashes over for what could be a critical score for Argentina. Set up once more by the magic feet of Marcos Moneta. And then finished brilliantly by Felipe Del Mestre.
That's what happens when you have extreme pace on the outside. You have to send numbers. It was the third defender that he got rid of, Del Mestre, in that ball from Moneta. That is a well-taken set-piece try from the Pumas. Moneta, look at him, one defender. A second one comes across, he's not held. A third one comes across, and that's when he gets that pill away. Good trail in there by the number 10, Felipe Del Mestre.
Conversion 2 is good. Now the pressure's on Fiji. What is the response from the champion side? They've lost Moneta on the sideline, Argentina. Ethro flies again. He soars, does Rodrigo. Argentina, nearly 14 years, 109 tournaments ago since they won a title. And now they've got numbers again for Schultz, who tries to power over bumping bodies. Bazan Velez has got Revolve. It goes to ground instead, taken in a good tackle. That could be turnover ball for Fiji. No, just comes clear for Argentina again. Bazan Velez has Revolt. Sliding across his Fijian defence, Ethro, who has been outstanding in this final, getting rid of Fijian defenders, crashing hard, ready to take the physical contact, and just losing the ball, held on slightly too long.
Massive shot put in by Fiji. I'm not sure of the number. They've got to go quick. They can go the length right now.
Ethro still down in back play, so Argentina only got 6 in their defensive line. That's a brave tackle from little Gaston Revolt. There's a couple of players down, and in fact the Fijian player and the Argentine player both together, and it's all messy, and it's play on, and it's going to be another try for Del Mestre, and that might seal the title. Well, they think so. Felipe Del Mestre scored his second. There was so much going on in back play. They played to the whistle though, Argentina.
30 seconds to 12 scored up.
Well, here's the turnover under duress with Fiji, knowing they needed to score quickly. Del Mestre knows right there as he motions, get that one. But they have finally locked up a cup final after you spoke about 14 years. The emotions by the coach, that's what it means for him and his squad. They've given everything, they deserve this.
29 points to 10. One of the absolute greats who did it all as a player. He was there when they won their last title, and now he's going to lead them to one here, these young Chargers. Santiago Gomez caught up. What a moment for him and his team.
Time's off.
Sir, time
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
Missing.
Okay, 10's gone off on the far side. Time on.
One last play, one last roll of the dice. It rolls off the fingertips. Argentina create history in Vancouver. It has been the longest time coming for Los Pumas. But finally they will get their hands on the trophy, and they have done it in fine style against a wonderful Fiji team. They didn't let them play in the second half. And Argentina are the champions.